Hey guys, Toon Gamer here again. Got another episode of the Golf Club on the PS4. We're actually recording live this time. I thought it's a little bit better. This is going to be the third round that I've uploaded. Obviously I had the hole in one, which was a very short video. Also, what we're going to do is try the Two Rivers Golf Club. I've just searched for the highest rated all time. This is on the second page. Don't believe I've tried it. Slow greens, medium difficulty. It's only 9 holes though. Let's have a look what else. What about the Sonoran Golf? Okay, we'll go for this one instead. It's 18 holes, I'd rather have that. And we're just going to jump into the action. As I say, never played this this course before, so it's brand new to myself. What I would like, if there's any golf club players out there watching this, to suggest a few courses, maybe lesser known ones that you've tried, just as a bit of a suggestion.
First hole par 4 is upon us, so let's keep that tee shot.
What I'm going to do actually, sorry guys, I'm going to turn down that commentary quite a bit. Just whilst I'm recording, obviously. So if you haven't played this game before, it's quite a bit different than other traditional golf games like Tiger Woods and things like that. I think it's quite simple. You can't put spin on the ball. The putting is pretty difficult. Basically, when you putt, you've only got one length, basically, of 150 foot, and you've just got to judge it from how far you pull the stick back, how far you pull the club back on your player, which I'll show you later on. So let's have a look. So quite strong wind, and it's all about getting a straight line and the timing. So that's pretty good. You can see on the bottom right,
Nice. Should be in
the line that you've swung the left hand log stick in. Just skirted past the bunker there. Not a bad drive. So 56 yards uphill slightly, but the wind's behind us, so that pitch should be about right. But what I want to do is I'm going to put a little bit of loft on to stop it. Now the wind will carry a little bit more, hopefully a little bit more spin on the ball, or not spin but higher loft makes it stop quicker. Oh, that's lovely, look at that, perfect.
Sweet.
Now this is what I mean by the putting. So you've basically got one putting length. Obviously here it doesn't matter. You've got the scout camera which just goes above. You've got the putting camera which goes behind. Here you can see the break. And you basically can just pull it back as far as you want. So that'll be obviously 100%. And again, you've got to hit it in line, otherwise it go right or left. So just do a little tap.
Nice.
See, straight as a die. Only at the tap bit. But we'll see if we get any longer putts, how difficult it can be. I personally think once you've got a putt of 30 foot or more, I find it very difficult to judge the pace, and that always end up being short basically. So I want to avoid that bunker, but the wind's going left or right, so again, perfect striking. Decent drive. Could have aimed a little bit further left, to be honest.
And this looks like around 235.
So, par 5, 235. Wind will carry it though. Ooh, that's going to be tricky. Probably going to want to be aiming towards that bunker on the left. And don't know, to be honest. I don't think a wood's a good idea. I might go within that iron, and if it ends up a little bit short, fair enough. Straight as die again. I've got the direction about right. Oh, look at that. Just crept over there. That is about as good as you're going to get. So here we go. Downhill, about 10 foot. You can see the brakes left immediately, but then it slopes slightly to the right. So we're going to aim left edge. Not too hard.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Just
so
missed.
close.
Eagle.
Just a little
Alright, let's
tap
keep
in.
going.
But that is a pretty well played hole. Bit unlucky on the putt.
At 2 under for the round.
Decent pace in the putt, so you
Nice solid
taking a little
birdie
bit of
on
the
that
break
last
out, but
hole.
not
We got
obviously
another birdie in
didn't
the
quite
works
aim quite
here.
enough to the left. So 186 yard, slightly downhill. Gonna aim to the left edge there. Probably a little bit of loft, not too much.
Looking good.
Decent line. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Yeah, that's about as best I could do. Any more loft, it would have stopped
birdie.
short. Oh, look at this, so this is nasty. So a little bit of break. So again, probably right edge. I'm just going to tap it. Oh, so close
I
again.
want you to have that. I wanted you to have that.
Just about the perfect
All right,
pace.
nice little 2-foot putt.
Again, the line was
Let's
just
see
slightly
how
off.
these numbers add up. And that'll keep you
It's
at
the first
2
par.
under for the round.
Again, any experienced players, how does the... Oh, I forgot what it's even called. The handicap system work on this game? Is a plus better? I don't know, I read in the description somewhere that it goes plus if it's better, which I always thought was the wrong way around, but there we go. If anyone can help with that. As long as we avoid this bunker, that's all I want.
It's looking good.
That'll do nicely. Going to be a little bit on the uphill slope, which makes it a little bit difficult. Oh no, it seems to be okay. So another par 5. Slightly... Yeah, aim towards that bunker. 99%. About the right direction. Obviously it's going to be a little bit short. Hopefully... Whoops. Bit of a hop there. Stop. That's alright. 36 yards. Now I wonder if I should just use the flop shot. Oops. If I use... Sorry, skip past it there. Flop shot. Hopefully this won't be too short. I'll just... I should have put a little bit... Took a little bit of loft off maybe.
Here. This is definitely makeable.
Right, so taking into account the brake a little bit more this time. Haven't hit it, have I? Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Now that is a sin. Leaving it just short.
Maybe a par here though, huh? Moving right along here.
Perfect line.
Okay, so that's
I knew as soon as I hit it though it was too short. So putting let me down a little bit so far. Let's see, is there any way I can just skip over the corner? Taking a little bit of a risk. Quite a lot of risk actually. Let's go for it. Ooh. Too hard, is it? Yeah.
Ooh, no good.
Bit of a risk there. Just in the light rough, but it's over the bunker as well, so 95 yard carry, but obviously we're in the rough, so that should be about right. Add a tiny bit of loft on. It's negligible really. All the carries. Nice. Slightly overcompensated for the wind, but that's
Okay, let's see what you can do with this
pretty good.
7-footer.
Downhill, not much break. That should be in.
Yes.
There we go, that's much better. Perfect weight.
3 under
Didn't seem to
for
be
the
any braking at
round.
all. So, 3 under.
6th
Could have been a bit
hole
better.
coming up.
It's just the putting, really. The wind's quite strong on this course compared to the other ones. Again, pretty straight drive there.
All right, looking good so far.
It's the wind taking it back into the right hand side of the fairway. The good thing about this game, which I think is good, is you can't upgrade your player. You
We're
can't
right
buy
around
better clubs.
165 yards out.
It's literally every player playing out there has got the same player stats, the same clubs, so it's all down to your skill, basically, which I think is good. I mean, I did actually like on, the older Tiger Woods games where you could upgrade your player and things like that, but I like this a lot better. It's a little bit more simple, let's say. Just going to put a little bit of loft on, although the wind, again, nicely struck, should just start to come back in towards the hole, and it's a bit short though, is it? That's okay. Maybe aimed a little bit too far left. I think the actual yardage was pretty much
Okay,
spot
a
on.
23-footer from here.
So this is where we're going to see it's slightly uphill. There's a little bit of a break from left to right. You probably just want to aim about there. Maybe a little more. And I have no idea what happened there. You see, the longer putts I'm terrible at.
All
That
right,
was
a little 6-foot putt here.
pretty shocking. That was the perfect weight. Again, putting let me down. I mean, I didn't expect to make that long putt as such, but you want to get it within a couple of foot. Big downhill par 3 here. I'm not sure how to play this one, to be honest. I think maybe just the loft. Yeah. Just the loft rather than the club.
Beauty.
Looks pretty decent. Perfect line. No stop. A little bit more loft would have stopped.
Okay,
But not
21
bad.
feet to the cup from here.
Oh, but look at this. This is a shocking putt. It's going to curve quite a bit because I'm going to be just tapping this, so in fairly far left. And just tap it, let it roll down to the hole. Oh, so close. How many putts have been so close in this round?
Right, but a 3-footer here. That'll work hard.
So as you can see, I'm playing the round
And
pretty
that'll give you a
perfectly.
3 under for the
One drive went in the rough, the rest have been fairway, been on the green, in regulation, I think every time. It's just the putting that's letting me down. Part of that's been down to luck, some of it poor judgment. Looks like a nice drive.
It's looking good.
With the driving and the strokes, it's all about a smooth action. Just pulling back as soon as the player hits the top of a swing, pushing in a straight line forward again, and trying not to rush the movement too quickly. It's all about the feel of it. Right, so uphill, I am going to add a tiny bit of loft on though. See, it's almost instantly that you push forward. Oh, that's not great, is it? Ooh, it's okay. See, I didn't quite swing in line. You can see how much it went off to the left. It was doubly bad because the wind was going that way anyway. And now I have absolutely horrendous putt. Okay. See, it's quite strong to the left, from left to right, sorry. So I'm going to aim about over here because it's going to be going slowly. I hope this carries. Keep going, keep going. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down.
Oh, I'm so angry. That was
Right, that was actually a pretty decent putt. Just the line
you can do this.
wasn't quite there. But that was a good 2-putt. I quite like that. 50-footer, that's the best you can do, I think.
So that'll keep you at 3 under for the round.
So 3 under through 8 holes so far. And I say that's the first sort of bad stroke I've made onto the green.
Short stuff here.
And that's a good drive. Just short of 300 yards.
All right, looking at 120 yards or so to the pin.
It's downhill, wind's quite strong, so again it's all about a straight line. Now that's a straight line, that's a good shot. Just whether I've got the judgment right. Well, the winds took it a little bit there. Should have had a bit more loft and aimed a little bit further right.
Now we're putting from about 28 feet out.
So there's not much movement. Ignore that bit just behind me with fast movement. So I'm going to say about there, 28 foot. I had a bit more movement than I thought, but the pace is just about right.
3 feet to the hole here.
I thought I'd hit that a bit too strong there. It's alright.
And that'll keep you at 3 under for the
So
round.
33 for the front 9.
Okay, it's time to send this ball on its way.
Can skirt down the left side, let the wind bring away. Oh, not quite in line though. That's okay. Was that not a driver? I didn't actually look at that. That may have been a mistake there. I thought I was using a driver, and I don't think I was. So I'm sort of in the middle ground now. Do I try and play it like that way? Try and hope I hop onto the fairway. 100%, pretty straight. Needs to hop, needs to hop, needs to hop. Hop. And it hasn't. Okay, shouldn't have went for that. Rough, not too bad. I'm going to put a little bit of loft on. Good strike. Good line. Decent pace, keep going. Look at that, that was perfect. So that bit of loft, it did bring it up short, but it's made it stop quicker. There was a bit of roll, possibly of being actually out of the rough. Sometimes can add a little bit of roll.
Sitting at 4 under for the round. Nice bird on that last hole. Let's see another one.
Right, so this time you see, it was a 3-wood. Really, I want a driver. Looks pretty straight.
Looking good so far.
Nice. Right down the middle. Nearly 280 yards, but it was slightly uphill and the wind in my face. I'm on a slight slope there, I think. 90 yards, 95. I'm going to leave that as it is, maybe a slight bit of loft. The wind should help it stop quicker.
Heading for the green here.
Okay, so maybe that loft wasn't needed. Bit of backspin going on there.
All right, this next one's for birdie.
And that's left a difficult putt.
Come on, ball.
Do you know what? The line wasn't bad. I could have afforded a little
All right,
bit more
let's get outta
pace.
here.
Took the break out. But
Okay, so that'll keep you at 4 under.
pretty decent
for the
hole.
round. 12th hole coming up. Take your best shot.
one of my favourite golf games that I've played recently in the past few years is WGT, which is on the PC only. I think there's an app you can get on the phone as well, which I tried. But the actual version on the PC is it's a brilliant game, but it's online and it can be quite laggy sometimes. And it's like a click swing, so you pull the mouse back and you have to try and stop it in the line. The traditional old style golf games that you used to get years ago. But it's a lot pay to win sort of thing, so the higher tier you go up, you go through tiers. You start as amateur and then go through pro and things like that. The higher you go, the further tees you go back, so you have to buy better golf clubs, which cost credits and which you can earn, but also you have to pay basically money for. And then the better golf clubs, the meter goes a lot quicker, so you have to buy better golf balls, which are perishable, so you have to keep buying them. I love the actual golf game itself. It's very difficult, but it does pretty much feel like a sort of pay to play sort of thing, which is a shame. So I'm going to put a bit of loft on here. 100%, lovely crisp strike.
This one's a beauty.
Hopefully the loft will take the pace out, which it has, and the line is pretty bang on. That was a nice shot.
I can see a 2-putting from here. 9-footer here. Let's see what we can do.
Now, is there any break there? A tiny bit, maybe.
Nice.
There we go. Nice. A lot of downhill putts, I've noticed.
Sitting at 5 under for the round.
So 5 under through 12. Pretty good going. It's also not spectacular. I mean, there's players out there that are hitting rounds in the 50s, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to have decent rounds, enjoy myself, show you guys a bit of the game, because I don't think, there's probably a lot of players out there that have never played this game that might be quite interested. Now, it was free when I bought the game.
Sweet.
Bought the game, that's a bit of a bad term. Downloaded the game. And then they've released sort of a premium version now, which I haven't got. I'm not 100% sure what that's got extra. I know it's got a different game mode. It's got more courses, because there's some courses I've tried to go on and saying you don't have the, the other version. But the free game itself is, it's fine. It's a pretty decent game. I don't even know if you can download this part of the game free anymore. You probably have to pay for this one as well. I'm not sure. That wasn't a great shot. I hope that hasn't gone in the bunker. And it has. Well, that's...
Everyone ends up in the beach from time to time.
Let's have a look. So when it gets in the green, it's going slightly left to right. Right to left, or rather. That is a nice shot.
Decent job getting out of that sand. All right, nice little 2-foot putt.
Obviously, there's a little bit of guesswork with being in the sand or rough, because the percentages are quite varied. So you've got to hope you hit it cleanly and that the percentages don't lie. That was a nice shot. And you've got to use that adjust shot to your advantage. Instead of changing clubs all the time, use a shot modification by pressing and holding L2. Often adding loft will take some yardage off on the normal shots, not on the drive there. This is a pretty long drive there. So you want to make sure you hit that one straight and 100%, which I've done. And that's straight down the middle of the fairway. Lovely shot. Just short of 300.
I'd say it looks like around 145 yards for the pin.
So this one is going to be difficult because it's uphill. The wind's carrying the ball. So really, I could either drop a club, but that's going to take it. Now I could drop a club and let it run. Or what I might do is use the yardage as it is, which is pretty much spot on. And I'm going to drop the yardage quite a bit by adding a bit of loft, which should stop it quicker. I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm taking a risk it's going to drop short, but we'll see how we go. No, that's pretty much how I wanted it. That's pretty perfect. You could get an unlucky bounce sometimes and bit of a slope on here. Nice. That was a perfectly weighted putt, perfect line.
6 under for the round.
Enjoyed that the whole of the most so far, I think.
Okay,
It does challenge you a bit. Trying to guess the yardage. It's another par 5. Yep, make sure it's on driver. Don't want to make that mistake again. Not quite in line that swing, but the wind's going right to left anyway, so it should keep it about even. Just about. Just skirting the right side of the edge of the fairway there. So 3-2-2 rather. There's a bunker right there though. I don't know if that's a good idea, is it? I might actually play it safe here. Hope playing it safe doesn't go wrong. That's what I wanted to look, because if you played the wood there, there's a dip that goes right towards the bunker.
About 120 yards or so.
Look about the spot on yardage. That's uphill, wind in your face, so at a tiny bit lower. Should take the wind out of play a tiny bit and let it roll a little bit. Not sure if I got the right yardage on this one though. We'll see. Bit of roll.
You're on the green.
Decent.
You're on the green. Okay, we're putting from around 15 feet out.
Can't really judge that. It's a bit going left, bit going right. Just head down the middle, I think. Give it a decent whack. Oh, so close. Good weight.
All right, about a 3-footer here.
Just a little bit of break that I couldn't really sort of see.
All right, let's see how these numbers add up. And that'll keep you at 6 under for the round.
A par on a par 5 is not great, but I'll take that. Wow, okay, so I'm actually going to drop it a little bit, simply because of the wind. Nice stroke.
Nice. Should be in the
Don't get a bad bounce, hopefully. That's good. See, a driver would have went and overshot that, I believe. So, and it's not going to gain me anything because the hole's actually directly to the left. It's like a dogleg left almost. Oh, this is going to be tricky. be careful with that loft because... Right, 100%, pretty much straight. Don't bounce too much. I did a little bit. It's a tiny bit more loft, like I first thought would have been better.
Nice.
I didn't want to risk bringing it up short though.
For the birdie here.
So not too much slope, but it will be going slowly, so I'll probably aim just outside the cup there. Just let it drift down. A little bit more break than I thought. Decent weight though.
4 feet. Let's do this. Great putt in there for par. Okay, so that will keep you at 6 under.
So 6 under, 2 holes to go. I've got a par 3 and then a par 4. This is quite a long par 3 by the looks of it.
See what happens here.
Well, no, not. I did say 192 on the scorecard, but it must be a different tee. 181 yard carry. It's slightly downhill. Left to right wind, so maybe aim at that little tree or bush over there. Slightly further. Want a good bit of loft on there. Hit it straight, which I've done. Wind should bring it back in. A bit more loft. Needed a bit more loft. That is poor. And this is going to be a horrendous chip. Definitely going to want to aim. Bring it back in. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Not bad. Good line.
See if we can save par here.
Just for just the power, a little bit too much. Nice save though. That was a good save. Not many poor tee shots, but that was one of them. Yeah, I had a feeling that might happen.
Okay, so you're in the rough here.
Not too bad though, light rough, and it's probably by the right yardage. Hope I hit this cleanly, which I did. Now you want to just stop. Stop. Wow, that really carried a lot further.
All right, we're in the first cut here. Let's chip this bad boy on the green.
Could be a chip in. Oh,
Yes.
what a finish.
Way to hole it from the rough. Great chip.
I'm so glad I recorded this. What a
Ending off
nice way to finish.
Fantastic round of 7 under today.
So 7 under,
After 18,
bogey-free round.
fine score.
Pretty good.
It's an easy course,
Nice
though.
chip in at the last. What a good way to end it.
Trying something a little more difficult next
But I enjoyed that one. See, the handicap goes up, so that's an improvement. I always thought the handicap goes down in golf. I mean, I'm not a massive golf expert. I've been playing golf games for years. I always thought the handicap of 0 would be a good thing, so I'm not quite sure how it works on here. Yeah, I don't really know how it works. I enjoyed that one. I'm going to rate it a 9. Longest hole at 10 yards, longest putt 9 foot, longest drive 315. I'm going to add that to my favourites as well, actually. It's good, you can add obviously courses to your favourites, which is good, so you can go back to them any time. It's always good to try out different ones though, if you can. So we're going to have a very quick look at the stats. So 1 ace, 5 eagles, hundreds of birdies. Yeah. So I hope you did enjoy that game. It's obviously going to be a fairly long video, but I hope you stay around to watch. If you can like, comment and subscribe. Any suggestions, please leave below, and I'll read every single one and comment back to every single one as well. Got plenty of other games on the channel. I've got Don Bradman Cricket, Pro Evolution Soccer, if you like sports games. I've also got Battlefield 1, and I've got World of Tanks, and probably a few more further games to come as well. So keep an eye out for them, and please join me next time.